February 12th, 2012, and you are watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to episode 320 of Mods on Air, bringing you the weekend gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I am foyleman, and also on the show with us we have Welshy. How you doing today, Welshy?
Hello.
And we have the wrong text at the top of the screen. Hello, wrong text. We also have Stryder. How you doing today, Stryder?
Hello, everybody.
And we also have GameKat. How you doing, GameKat?
Hello, I'm good.
So I'm going to slowly fix this text as I tell everybody that I'm going to remind everyone that the show was recorded before a live audience. Things will change as the show goes on, as they're doing so right now. And if you care to follow along, you probably cannot, but you can try with Welshy's topics list as they post them into the chat window, so you can care to follow along. For the other links that are there, don't click on them because we don't know where they go. And if you haven't heard the show before, there may be some explicit language or adult themes. So you have been warned.
Or childish themes.
Childish themes.
I don't need to warn anybody of that, because that's a given. And one more. Click OK. Yes, we okay? Yeah, we're okay. Thank you, Cobbs, for that mention there. All right, so, another week in gaming news. We have a few things to talk about this week, a few things that have happened not just in the gaming world, but in the modding world. Yes, but it's I don't know. You know, I'm not all excited about it because everything's cold outside. It makes me tired. But, you know, here we go. Here we go with some of the gaming news. I'm going to start off with something here. Is that right?
I'm going to start off with some sort of random.
The Skyrim
Welcome to the first video tutorial
Creation Kit tutorial and tools are now available for those of you who want to mod Skyrim.
With designers from here at Bethesda to create a simple Skyrim level.
So I don't know if anybody has actually checked this out yet. I tried to and failed, but it may be any of two reasons why I failed so badly. It could first of all be the fact that when I tried out the tools, I tried the tools before installing Skyrim, and then when I went to install Skyrim, everything was a white screen and I couldn't seem to get the video working properly. Or number two, it could be because I tried it the moment they came out, not after the first patch.
Always wait.
Release something that fixed it.
That's what I heard, correct. Right. Now, what's going on is, yes, there is a patch. If you want to find the tools, I did tweet about how you can find them because they aren't immediately noticeable. What you do is you open up Steam and you go into, instead of going into your available games, you have to go to Tools. And in Tools, you'll find something not called Skyrim, not something like Elder Scrolls or something. No. It's called Creation Kit. So that obscure name, Creation Kit, is supposed to be the thing that you want to install. And I do recommend that you make sure Skyrim is installed beforehand, because when you do launch the tools, it'll ask you, it'll warn you saying that it couldn't find something and then launch anyways. And that could be the cause of my issues and could be the cause of yours. But so yeah, you can go ahead and start
perpetrate your issues.
I watched the first video and followed along with it.
Yes, this video is posted. It's posted over on MODSonline. Thank you, Welshy.
There's 3 videos. There's like that one, and then there's 2 others after that.
Oh, and they're all on MODSonline right now?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
On the pretty new revamped tutorial page.
Yeah.
That's right. Also due to Welshy. Welshy's been busy this week.
I got bored.
Everybody was working, he had nobody to quest with.
Yeah, I think that was the case, right? Kind of. Yep. Okay. So, we're expecting some new mods. And now, one of the wonderful things that I think is going on with this setup is that you're going to be able to publish these things directly to a Steam directory, which means all the custom mods will be available for easy finding right through Steam. All the good mods, all the suck mods. So,
everything that'll get you banned by VAC.
You know what? We don't know.
This is a single-player game, so I don't think it will.
It is. You know, it is a single-player game, so that's a good point. VAC is really for online play. I don't know if it's enabled on anything else. I don't know if they have a VAC for single-player games to make sure it's not cracked.
Maybe,
here comes a new
but then...
job.
Oh yeah, they got the crap filter on. That's a little late coming.
Crap filter.
They should have had that on before they allowed Modern Warfare 2 and 3.
Well, along with the creation kit, what they've also released here are some high-resolution textures. What they're calling the Skyrim high-res pack, released at the same time, should I think that's automatically installed if once it's
No, it's not.
No,
you have to go to the Steam store and download it as DLC. It's free, but
right. So I don't know if anybody's really interested. Maybe you want to download it and check it out just to see what kind of a difference it makes, if you think it makes a difference, if your machine can even handle the difference.
Quadruple the size of the game on disc.
Yeah.
It requires a minimum of 4 gig of RAM. Which
yeah,
not
it was a
everyone's
big
gonna have.
patch.
Okay, and your video card has to have at least 1 gig of RAM available on it, and the latest drivers, of course. But this is great. I love the idea that this game is coming out with updates. It was a great game, and the only thing it's missing is multiplayer, which soon could be solved, right? We've seen somebody, at least one person, trying to mod the ability to play this game cooperatively. I don't know what kind of where we've gone with this. Now, we did talk a little bit about the creation kit last week, about what we're expecting, and I haven't been able to really dive into it, but now we have videos showing us what's going on. So if you're interested, you can check out the videos even before downloading anything to see if it's something that you're interested in. Most of this is going to be you creating quests and creating some environments to quest in. Like this guy right now is creating a room, and then there's going to be ways for you to set it up so that different NPCs or other characters react differently inside the game. There's nothing here going to be available, or nothing here going to be teaching you how to make a whole brand new game, a whole total mod, a total conversion mod.
No, it's like it's very much just drag and drop. But if it's the same as Fallout, which I'm assuming it is, it's just you create your little quest or your little whatever, and then you link it to a certain area in the world of Skyrim already. So it's like you kind of like, because there's parts of it there. It's like create a new plugin. That's essentially what you're doing. You just get plugins for the existing game. So you're not going to be making like a whole new world, unless I suppose you could if you import a load of model. But anyway,
it'd be some work, but somebody's going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they did try out some of these mods. I mean, the developers actually used these tools themselves whenever they were making the game, and they were given opportunities. They were giving 1 week, which is really not a lot of time. But you know what? These people are supposed to know what they're doing. So they were given 1 week to figure out what kind of things can be done in the game, to implement them, and to show them off. And what they came up with was this thing that they were calling Game Jam, that they were doing internally, the Bethesda Studios Game Jam. And the idea was, let's see what we can do and what we can implement it in the game. Now, they did release a video, if you wanted to go and check out that video in detail, but there were some very good ideas, but I can see why they weren't really employed. I mean, the ideas are what you would expect out of people with a week's time. They weren't extravagant. They weren't, super crazy and wonderful in that sense, but some of the things they were. Seasonal foliage, which is pretty neat. That would actually have added quite a bit to the game. The idea that right now, yes, we already had night and day, but did we have flowers that bloomed and such? And here we have water they're showing. Water that actually, instead of just having a texture that does the same thing, but actually looks like it's flowing downstream. I did like this one mod that they had where they're using a spear to fight with. I can see why they didn't put it into the game, but it was neat. The kill cam idea, where they would attach a camera to things, be it spells or arrows or something like that, so the camera would follow it as it's going into your target.
They did have some cool death animations in Skyrim.
One thing I wish I kind of think would have been a neat employ, which I haven't shown yet here in this video, is totally black, dark environments. That if you want to see something, you use a spell to light up the area, and if you light it up, suddenly you could be like zombies or spiders or something there.
Yeah, they gave you that spell, and the explanation was that was what it was for, but then I never found a spot to use it.
I found 2. There were 2 sections I was in where I used it.
Oh, did you? Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there's...
See, obviously you didn't finish the game, Welshy.
I haven't finished the game yet. I will one day.
You didn't put in your full 160 hours, so.
Nope. Star Wars came out before.
Goblins, that would have been neat as a character, but Waygate fast travel, that would have been annoying. Epic mounts would have been cool. Mounted combat would have been pretty cool.
That was actually something that annoyed me, is that when you were riding a horse, you couldn't do anything but ride the horse.
Right.
And if you saw like a plant or something that you needed, you had to stop, get off the horse, go over to the plant, get back on the horse. It's a pain in the ass.
It's realistic.
Look at how he's playing that game, though. He's holding the console controller, like, way out here. Like, who does that? Console players are lazy. They sit there, they got them rested on their belly, they got the straw over their shoulder. Fuck.
Rest their arm on their pile of Doritos and play.
Yeah.
Now, would you have wanted to play the game this way, though? I'm gonna rewind it a little bit and show you the Connect shouts.
No.
So each spell has a name, some words that you have to yell out. Well, this guy sits there and yells it out at the Connect to do his spells.
Yeah, but there's one bit in that video where...
Could be worse. It could be like Harry Potter with Expelliarmus or whatever the fucking crap
right here.
do. And if you wave your arm wrong, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this video, he proves that it doesn't work properly because he accidentally sets it off at one point.
Did he? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Fuck it all, spell. Fuck it all. God damn it.
Because it goes back to that thing they had in, like, was it like maybe the 80s, that it was like a headset and you put it on and it was the game like battleships and you had to yell fire.
Yeah.
Fire! How annoying is that?
Yeah.
Being in a room next to somebody that's doing that the whole time. Like, fire!
No, the building's
Fire!
on fire.
Fire, fire, fire!
There you go. Becoming a flying vampire lord. That would have been neat. With vampire imp minions.
That was one thing that pissed my son off when he was playing this and he got vampire. He was like,
yeah,
son of a
that was annoying.
bitch.
I got it.
Yeah, you can't get out of that.
No,
And there
you
was
can.
some sort of a green thing too that he wasn't too pleased with.
You can get out of vampirism.
If
Yes,
you
you
catch
can.
it early.
Well, yeah, you can cure it. You have to go to an altar and get cured.
If you don't
I had to go.
If you just let it go.
Yeah.
No, I had to go to some special guy, and he had to go do some special stuff, and then he cast a spell on me, and I no longer had vampirism.
Or you could go to an altar and get cured.
Oh, okay.
It depends. I think it depends
I
on
was
what
too far past
stage
the
you're in.
altar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like wake up with a bloodthirst, then you're screwed. But if you just wake up and the sun hurts your eyes, you still have time. Get
like
me to a doctor! Get a cream quickly!
Student living right there. Wake up,
All
the
right.
sun hits. That's every day for me.
That's called a hangover. Anybody know what that means? It means you're
can-
drunk.
You can
No,
play the game as
it
a
means I was
vampire,
drunk yesterday.
but it puts limitations on your interactions, and like all the NPCs will run in fear of you and stuff like that. You can do it though. I have thought about playing the game that way.
Zero.
Yeah, it's annoying. And I thought there were some quests that you couldn't do because of it. Because you couldn't
Probably.
talk to the right people or something.
I know.
Well,
the
nobody
werewolf
trusts
will
you.
like less, if you're a werewolf.
Well, it depends. Some people like the werewolves, but because I did go with werewolf.
Careful, Cobb. You start bowing and you get breezy altered.
Oh, that's fallout from a conversation last night.
Alright, here's a mod that is actually available right now for Skyrim, and it's called Fall of the Space Corps, Volume 1. And other than the fact that a piece of the Portal game falls into the Skyrim game, I'm not sure what else happens. Is there something else that happens?
No, it's just made by Valve as like a
Hey everybody.
kind of
Okay, I'm gonna skip
celebratory thing.
As a hey, remember Portal 2? Play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why that?
So that's pretty cool.
It's on sale right now.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can skip to the point where it is kind of cool that here he is, he's running around the game, and all of a sudden he looks up, and screaming down comes one of the pieces of Portal. In that
It's the one. If you
computer
know which
voice.
one it is, it's the one at the end that's like space. I'm in space.
Something that's really cool. All you have to do is travel to that western watchtower I was showing at the start of the video, and you will see right here.
I don't know. Am I the only one that doesn't want my games to cross over?
And it'll crash down on the ground. And this is a space
Yeah.
Yeah.
was.
We did it on
Like, I
No,
don't want to be
I-
playing.
I don't mind.
You'll know what this means. You know what this is.
I don't mind if they
It's
cross
Space
over.
Portal from
You do,
Portal.
huh?
It looks really, I mean,
Not
Yeah.
these two, not Skyrim and Portal. There's like no natural connection there.
Yeah,
True.
If at least have some vague
Yeah, well,
relevance.
yeah.
Yes.
Portal did that level on Killing Floor. That was awesome.
Mhm.
The Space Portal doesn't do
Yeah, but it had a little bit of relevance.
Right.
It was just a map that you could play.
Yeah.
It's funny, it has different
Was that when I sent you the start? Somebody made lightsabers and Jedi robes for Skyrim.
Mm.
And they're just like, no.
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 And there's something that's called Portal 2 quests. What does this mean? Maybe there's a Portal
Okay.
2 quest added in. It's
Yeah, I don't care. All right, going on.
Yeah, blah, 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 shut the fuck up.
Next.
Okay, yeah, we are onto that one. Now, I don't know if you guys remember a while back, there was a breach to the Steam forums, they were saying, right? I think they just said it was, oh yeah, just the forums were compromised a little bit, and nothing was taken, don't worry about it, everything's okay. Now, this was, when was
Nothing's missing,
this was
we swear.
last year. No? Now, Valve, or Gabe, or whoever over there, is sending out an email in Gabe's name saying that we're continuing the investigation still, and it's quite possible some more was stolen. But don't worry.
Imagine that.
Don't worry, everything's still safe. It's just old stuff from 2004 to 2008, and everything that's important is still encrypted, so you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing what everyone else does. They're keeping a tight lip on this, not telling us what's really going on.
I like
letting
how it
us think
says
that
at the bottom of
everything
that.
was
You should get Steam Guard, though.
Just in case.
safe.
Yeah. You have to wonder if they just set the whole thing up to push that.
Yes. See, there's somebody looming behind you with a bloody knife, about to stab you, and your friend Gabe Newell there is standing in front of you and says, "Don't turn around. Everything's just fine. You're safe. We've got you."
And we're here bringing light to the subject, saying, "You're gonna die!"
Yeah. So it.
Be paranoid, people.
You know what? If
You
my
gave
stuff
them
has
your
been.
credit card number.
Yes.
Yeah. Joke's on them, that one's expired from there.
Yeah, that's why I'm not so much worried about it now. It's expired now, and any current information I do not save on these
Nope.
websites if I don't have to.
In Steam, you can use PayPal.
Okay. There is going to be another game in the making for Star Trek, apparently. And this is something that we kind of knew about what was coming out, but now they have some information regarding what they're talking about it more. They're saying that it's going to be released in early 2013. Is it?
Didn't
or
they
late
already
20
do
something?
one to match the last movie, though?
No,
Yes.
they didn't do
This
it yet,
is
did
this
they?
one.
Yes, they
That's
did. The
this.
one that you were playing, the online one, that came out.
No, that's not for
No.
the new Star Trek. That's for the old Star Trek.
No,
Right,
there
but
was
it came out when the movie came out.
Yeah, but I thought they did one where you had to do the base jump down the side of the spire.
No,
I
that
don't
is
think
this one, I think, but they
That's this.
haven't
Yeah.
released it yet.
Oh, really? Wow.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why
Striking
it's
while the
taking so
iron's
long.
ice cold there. Fuck.
Now
It's for
the
new
only
movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's for the new movie. But now I think it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. What I don't like is it looks like it's only 2-player co-op. So you and a friend can play, just like Portal, and everyone else can take a hike.
You can sit and watch.
Or you could play Star Wars. Because
Come join our guild. We've
as
got one
we've
now.
proven, Star Trek pales in comparison to Star Wars.
So far, the games. Yes, I don't know. Did I discuss that yet with everyone here
Think-
on the show? Did I tell
don't think
everyone
so.
how?
I don't think so, but your
No?
your disgust of it was definitely
Apparently.
pervade.
I don't know if I told everyone here, but I did install Star Trek Online again because I did try it out when it was brand new, and I didn't care. You know, I don't remember. I just lost interest pretty quickly. So I was like, you know what? It's free to play now. I heard there's a lot of patches, and I can go check it out again. So I did, and I went and installed it again, played some, and I got completely bored again. And now this time I know why. You know, it's making me read every single interaction, and that is just pulling me out. Every time I have to stop and read, it pulls me out of the game. Because I don't know how, you know, maybe it's the writing. Maybe the writing is poor.
I like
think
the
what
option. I like the option to read the interactions or not read them.
Yes.
But that just tells you that they've put less effort into the game, so they're trying to pull you away from their lack of effort by trying to engross you in a storyline that you can imagine what is going on and engross yourself in your own mind because they can't do it visually.
I don't want to use my own stupid imagination.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I don't. No, that's not what the gaming is about.
Yeah, well, that's, and with Star Wars, they've definitely taken that, the voice acting and the every NPC is like there's no reading.
Yeah.
There's no reading.
Even like the shop owners and things like that have at least one or two. It's the same, but at least there's something.
So Star Wars definitely has that over Star Trek. It is a better game. I'll admit it.
Take that, haters.
I'm not. I'm not sold on the monthly fee, of course. But
yeah,
it's the better game. What does have me worried here is that the new Star Trek game that's coming out, is going to be produced by or developed, I don't know which way, Namco Bandai, and I don't remember them for anything other than like Pokemon or
Power
something
Rangers?
like that, right?
No, Power Rangers. Yeah.
Okay.
No, Namco is Power, or it used to be.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, Namco, I feel like I haven't heard from them since like the old Super Nintendo days. Yeah.
Street Fighter 2.
I think Bandai used to do Power Rangers and then they bought it, so it's Namco. That's hilarious.
Well, Namco's doing whatever to shift around their assets and pretend to be better than they are because their stock's going up. They're splitting off pieces of the company, and who knows? I don't know what they're doing.
Your asset.
But at least they're doing something. You know what? They're not turning into THQ here. They're doing the opposite.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. But there was another game out there that I did try yesterday. I got into the beta for a game called Tera. Tera, which is an MMO. I think Tera was originally created in Korea, but it's been rebuilt and adapted for Americans, really, to put it simply.
Yeah.
And
Tera
it is
short for Tera Bowl.
No, it's not. I've been playing this. I played it pretty much all day yesterday, and I really did enjoy it, and part of the day before, because I'm in the first wave of beta right now, and I found it to be quite fun. I like the mechanics for being able to dodge. I can literally jump out of the way of attacks that are coming at me, and I've been having a lot of fun with it.
It looks pretty.
It is pretty, yeah. You can go in as like human and elf and that kind of normal stuff that you would expect. But then there's also the one character, well, two characters actually. One of them that you can become an animal. Like the first one I played was as a dog, which I didn't realize the irony of that later on. But you can be like a different kind of like small animals. And then the other one is
they're called appetizers in Korea.
Yes. The other one is that you can be this kind of like anime kind of girl, the big-eyed Japanese girl that they're always doing in anime, that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean the one that you're not really sure if it's a girl or yeah? I know.
Okay, so this is a guy here talking about how he thinks that how he's talking about the mechanics of the game, how he's a lancer here, obviously with the big lance in his hand. But if he's in this position, he's holding off from taking damage, so he can defend against things. And I was really surprised. The first couple or few hours of gameplay, I was like, oh, this is neat, it's different, it's kind of easy. Then I finally got through the story till I went over to another part of the world, and the gameplay really changed. It turns out that those first few hours that I played was like an introduction to the game, and now it starts to really get more hardcore. And I was liking that.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 13 I think did that, but it was like rather than the first few hours, it was like the first 60 hours was just one long tutorial. Seriously, I'm not even joking.
I stopped at Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Successfully blocking, but also I'm putting no damage onto the monster.
Okay.
This is where it gets. That might injure me, yeah.
Because he jumped over the back of me.
Alright, so this is a pretty interesting game that's supposed to be coming out in May of this year. If you're interested in some sort of RPG, I do suggest that you check this out. If you can get it into a trial, then go for that. You know, like a demo, if there's going to be one available, I'm not sure. If you like the RPG stuff, you can join clans, you can play by yourself, or
Cults.
Clans, like
They're
guilds.
called cults, not clans.
Alright, so I just thought I'd mention that this thing is out there, and that's what I've been doing.
Is it free to play?
It's a free
Or is it
beta.
going to be subscription based?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be subscription based or not, but the game is going to cost like the normal price of a game when you purchase it up front.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything because Star Wars did that. It's like, oh, here, pay lots for this game. Oh, yes, and we're going to charge you to keep it.
It is expensive. I will say that.
I'm trying to read through these notes here to find out whether or not it's subscription, but I cannot tell through the information that I have here. It doesn't say. This just talks about fighting.
What is the guy's commentary over this? It's like,
I don't.
I am still looking up for subscription plan information, and I'm afraid to click on anything that'll end up causing me to die here. Yes, there will be a subscription. So that right
instantly
there,
you hate the game.
I'm probably not going to be playing. It's going to be $15 a month,
Ouch.
unfortunately. Well, what are you guys playing? You say ouch.
Mm. I threw
The
my
first
wallet
30
at them.
days
Went,
are
"Here you go."
included.
Yeah, I think I pay $12 a month.
Yeah, it's not free. All right. Never mind. Okay, but it is a game that's out there. All right, let's talk about another game here called... Oh, actually, I'm going to talk about another company, Double Fine. Double Fine is a company that wanted to put together a game, and they tried to do the whole Minecraft type of set, except... You know, they started to do this with gadgets is where I started seeing this thing. The whole Kickstarter thing where you can invest, quote unquote, invest in something that's being developed now in the hopes to bring in this new thing to production. I think it is an awesome idea, and I love the idea that people are willing to support this, and I don't care if you're making something that's great or sucks. I think this is a great way to try and develop a startup, regardless of what that startup is.
Even if it sucks. You know what? I've got an idea. Send me money now, and I'll tell you about it after I get your money. After the check clears, I'll tell you about my idea.
Sure.
And you can get in at ground level, $5 each. $5 a share.
And on an unrelated note, I'm buying a boat.
Or a mystery box, because there could be anything in the box.
Yes.
Even a boat.
All right. But in this case, what's going on? Instead of building a gadget of some sort, they're trying to build a game. And Double Fine is a game studio that's trying to build this sort of adventure game. And they showed some screenshots, and they showed information on, pretty much they showed their game design document, what they're trying to do with the game. And they have been able to reach their $1 million mark. They have raised $1 million to develop this game. All right.
I seriously missed that boat. Like thinking of that fucking scam idea.
Yeah.
It has topped $1 million. They say.
Well, this is Tim Schafer, isn't it? He was behind Monkey Island.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, he's somewhat credible.
Yeah, no, he's not just like some random dude. I can't remember what else he worked on. I definitely know he worked on Monkey Island.
If they did it less than 24 hours, that means there's a giant chunk of that is corporate.
Well, they wanted to reach a $400,000 mark, and they did that in 8 hours. And as Ham is pointing out, they did the $1 million in 24 hours. See, I didn't like Monkey Island, if that's the way it goes, enough to want to invest in this. I remember looking at some of the screenshots, and is this really a screenshot of what I think it is? Oh, and then there's the video of him. Where's that video? Do they actually show this thing in the video with him talking to Cookie Monster?
Oh, that's credible. Yeah, we got some big celebrities in for our promo.
Cookie Monster have to do with it?
I'm just looking because he worked on the Cookie Monster game. Hang on. Sesame Street Once Upon a Monster, that's why.
That's the big name celebrities he got in to do his interview.
No.
We'll get the Cookie Monster in, maybe Kermit the Frog. We were going to get Whitney Houston, but she's dead.
What, too soon?
Too soon?
Way too soon.
She's not even cold yet.
Okay. Here is a... Let's see if I can get this to show up in the window. I'm going to try and get this to show up in your window so that you guys can see this.
He was involved in that stacking game. There was like the Russian dolls.
Yeah, you can.
Stacking game.
Yeah, there was a Russian dolls of stacking. Look at. Do you see the drawing I put up on the screen? There's your game design document.
Written on a napkin.
Bits of paper bag from lunch and napkins.
And people gave them $1 million for that.
I think it was
but
more
then
to it.
you get a million people to give you $1.
And the guy looks like a hobo that's doing this video. Hobo Jim.
Hobo Jim.
All right, well, hopefully you guys that invested actually get a game to play. But still, I poke fun, but I think it's an awesome thing that you're able to, that some people are able to put together something like this and get funded in such a way, rather than having to plead to Activision or something like that, saying, please give me some money so I can make my game because I don't have enough money to make it. And then they end up owning the game and pushing you so hard that you don't ever want to work on games again. I've heard that story before from developers. It happens.
I know that's happened.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right, Tim Schafer. Off with you. Going on. Here's another game that I came across that was talked about in the news this week, called Wargame: European Escalation. This is a real-time strategy game. I know, not the kind of game that we talk about much here, but I thought I'd bring it up. They go on to talk about it in this video that's available for you to check out if you want. While showing the game, they also go in to talk about how this game is set up for not just the solo player or somebody who wants to go ahead and play with their friends, but they've got this thing set up for competition play if you're interested in some sort of RTS competition gaming, which is a common thing out there with some games, and this could be another one. It is a very pretty looking game. You can I don't know if they have actual full ladders or not built into it, but it looks like a decent game. I don't know if it is or not because I don't know RTS very well. And here's some video showing off the game, which for all I know could be completely pre-rendered, because those of you who ever played Command & Conquer, CNC, know that there's plenty of pre-rendered crap in between every scene that may or may not have anything to do with the game that you're playing.
Is it out or is it coming out?
This thing is supposed to be coming out.
Is it
it's
free?
No.
This thing is supposed to be launched on February 23rd, so it's coming out very soon.
Is using the same engine that Ruse used, which that probably means that it looks like it does in that video.
Good.
Because I remember that game looking pretty damn good, even for for an RTS.
Well, they say this thing is it has very, very huge battlefields. 150 kilometers squared. As many as 8 players battling together. You can do 1-on-1, 4 against 4, or some stuff like that. And if you pre-order the game through Steam or something like that, you can get into the multiplayer beta to check it out ahead of time. I don't know what the cost is, but it's going to cost. And I don't know. I doubt that there is a subscription. Okay. No, not free. Do we have any free games in here this week? No, we don't.
Maybe we should make that a thing. One free game.
Free game of the week.
Yeah.
What if there are none? I mean, what would it be? The mod for, does that count? The Skyrim mod with Portal 2? That's free.
That's
if
like
you already own
Workshop.
Skyrim.
Yeah, but you have to have Skyrim to play that.
Yeah. Doesn't Steam though do that? Don't they have like a free to play section now?
think they do.
Yeah, but that means we've got to download a free-to-play game.
Oh god.
Does a beta count? Because I'm playing a beta, Tera, right now. But actually, that wasn't free because I had a subscription to a place to get it.
The beta of Path of Exile, I think, is out, and I have not gone back into it because I've been questing in Star Wars, but the that first section we played was pretty good. And then the stuff I was reading about, you know, the changes that they made to it, you know, they actually listened to people's feedback and added in all the stuff we said we'd like to see. So I'm kind of curious. I'm looking forward.
They basically revamped the entire mechanic of a lot of the battles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the one where I couldn't believe that it had dynamic lighting for free, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
I don't know if that's going to be free to play though, when it comes, you know, comes out for real.
I think that was their goal when we were talking to them.
Well, you can sign
up. I thought so too.
We were talking with them at PAX, and I was pretty sure that they were trying to make that free to play.
It says free online action RPG.
Because that was fun, and even when we were playing, it was like the very, very basic beginning of it, and it was fun. So I do intend to, I don't know, will we ever be done playing Star Wars, ever?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, it's supposed to go into open beta right now. Is it already in open beta?
I don't know. I got an invitation in my email. I don't know if it's open or not.
I know you can sign up for it. It says sign up for beta here, but I don't think it's quite open yet. And this game is coming from a company in New Zealand, but you wouldn't know it. Completely free to download and play is what it says on the website. All right, Morphus?
Free!
Free!
And it was
Next
fun.
thing you know, Morphus is going to be wanting someone to pay for his bandwidth. Oh shit, I gave him an idea.
How can I work that out?
Well, just say you're making a game and get people to donate money.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a lot of fun playing that. And they were nice guys that we talked to when we went to PAX.
For Australians.
New Zealanders.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
I thought it was Australia. Okay.
What do you mean for Australians?
Kiwis.
The only Australians I've ever met have been awesome.
Were they drunk? Enough said.
I don't think
Well,
so.
they're Australians, so yeah.
Can't be sure.
Alright, well here's a game that's sure not to be free. Unreal Engine 4 is going to be revealed this year. Mark Rain wants everyone to look at him as he talks about Unreal Engine 4. We don't know anything about the Unreal Engine 4 right now. All we know is that they're going to start talking about it and start trying to push this thing. It's easy to speculate what's going to happen, but truthfully, we have no clue. So we're going to find out. I think he's going to... Let's see. The announcement was made at DICE 2012 Summit, which when is that? Like now? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That's it.
That's what we know about this engine so far. More to come. Thanks, Jim.
Back to the studio.
Back to the studio.
Yep. So, yeah, remember, if you guys have forgotten, remember all the times that you purchased one of the Unreal games, and you were so excited to play it, and you gave it that good hour or two, and then realized, I'm kind of bored. It's just the same thing, or it's all shiny, and there's
gives you a headache, makes you want to throw up.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience. It might not be yours.
It has. There are games that have done a hell of a lot of work to get away from the shiny, plasticky look. I believe Medal of Honor was on the Unreal Engine, was it not? The latest Medal of Honor.
No idea.
Yes.
Yeah, and that didn't.
Have it, never played it.
Killing Floor is.
Mass Effect is on the Unreal Engine. It's not that plasticky, but then even if it is, it's sci-fi space stuff, so it kind of works, I suppose.
No one
And the
can
way that
say...
they get away from it, they go and they make it all grainy and
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
like
There is
killing
an option for film grain.
because killing.
Yeah, Red
floors
Orchestra is unreal. They did a good job with Red Orchestra too, to make that not look plasticky.
That's Jose's asking a question, which is kind of it's two files.
Nice.
All right. I don't know. It makes me a little bit concerned because maybe he has two files and he needs to unzip the demo. Why is there no CD fix?
Yeah, that
Why do
sounds
you
like
need
you're
no
asking us
CD?
how to crack your game.
Yeah.
Demos
That
don't
sounds
come with
very
no
much like
CD fixes. Either it's available to play or it's not. That's the interesting question.
Either you bought it or you didn't, and if you didn't, we're not going to tell you.
Mhm. He'll show you. Okay, going on to the next topic. Blizzard.
We don't talk about hacking here. Sorry.
Okay, Kotick, our good buddy Kotick from Activision. He wants right? I thought he was working for Activision. Activision
Yeah.
Blizzard, the same? All right, yeah, they are the same.
He's CEO, isn't
Active
he?
Blizzard. So he wants you to know that there is a new Call of Duty coming in 2012. That's this year. You know, we
Surprise!
expect it, but even though
Let me
we
guess,
expect
is it going to be around November there, Bobby boy?
Yeah.
See,
I wonder
that
what it's
silence
gonna
right
be
there just tells you nobody cares.
Yeah. Morphus was sitting on the edge of his edge waiting for that announcement.
Well, apparently there's 7 million users who are interested in it because there's 7 million people who signed up
And
for Call of Duty Elite.
6.9 of them are Xbox players.
1.5 are paying for it. 1.5 million people are paying for Call of Duty Elite, which means that they're getting the patches and everything and the updates on the PC.
I still
for free.
can't.
I don't know if
That's
it's still
just
free.
ridiculous.
Yeah, well, that's
Pay
the.
money for fixes for a game.
But see, that's what I kind of find humorous now is that they're saying that unless you got Call of Duty Elite, you're not going to get the new maps. So, aren't you just forcing people to have that? It's not anything about your offering a service that's actually useful and fun or good or improving the game. It's a fucking piece of candy that you're saying you have to have this shiny piece of candy in order to play the game.
I think
Oh,
you
look,
can.
everybody likes our candy!
Yeah. I think it's the exact same thing with Origin, isn't it? Origin going
Yes.
on about EA posting, we got all these people playing got Origin. It's like, well, yeah, because you put it through Battlefield.
Battlefield and Star Wars, you had to have Origin in order to get those two games. Other than that, it's a pretty useless service. Oh
I
wait,
don't use it for anything
including those, it's a pretty useless service.
else. Well, because Star Wars, you don't need to have Origin running
Nope.
to
Right.
play it. So that's that out the window. Battlefield, the browser for that makes me want to hurt people.
Battlelog, right?
Yeah.
No, is that what it's called? Battlelog?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Battlelog.
like a big, like the big turd that you take on
Yeah.
the battlefield.
I know the new
Battlelog.
Mass Effect, the PC version of Mass Effect is going to be Origin only.
Mm.
So I'm just not going to get it.
It's going to suck.
Because it's not on Origin. It's not going to suck as a game. It's going to be awesome.
No, it's just going to annoy me that you're going to have to have Origin running.
I have Origin running for Battlefield and whatever. I don't care. I prefer not to use it, but I have no choice in the matter. And yes, the battle log for Battlefield 3 is annoying because it doesn't really, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That is an annoying part of it.
But see, that's the stupid thing. If you have to start Origin, to start your browser, to start the game, why not get the fucking Origin thing out of there? You don't need it. Okay,
Right.
so you've designed it so you need your browser to run the game.
You can navigate to that page just manually, in like say Firefox.
Yeah, but it still fires up Origin to fire up
You're
the
still
game.
going to have Origin
Yeah.
running in the background, otherwise it won't work.
I haven't
For
had
no
any
reason.
specific issues with any of it. I just don't understand why, you have to have three things running.
It's not that it doesn't It's not that it doesn't work or anything like that. It's just it's just useless.
Yeah, it's kind of like, but why?
Why? Because they're trying to prevent piracy. I think that's why, right?
No, because they figure that they can do it better than Steam and cash in.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to cut Steam out and get more revenue, basically, which is, I can understand as a company why they would, have to do that, basically. But
yeah, they didn't like giving Steam their 1% or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, which I think was probably more than 1%, but they didn't like doing that. Now
but
they
then
can
back to the Call of Duty. Is Elite even available on the PC at the moment? I don't think it is.
No idea.
It wasn't last I remember. That's a good point. And Morphus, I think, was bringing that up, wasn't he? Or Ham?
Yeah, somebody did. Let's have a look.
That there is no Call of Duty Elite for
no
PC.
PC Elite. So it's all the consolians.
Yeah, exactly my point. About 6.9 of them are console players.
So it's actually 7.
It's actually full on 7. Yeah.
It's all of them are console
It's even worse than I thought.
And it's because they've clicked on something by pressing the A button and they didn't realize it, and they're like, oh shit, now I got this crap. And there's no way to it's like seeing something, there's no way to unsee it.
That would explain why I never got into the beta for Call of Duty Elite PC.
Yeah.
When I signed up for it at E3 last year.
You can get the DLC without being an Elite subscriber, but not now.
What? No, you can.
Get the most content. Get it first. So you get, if you're Elite, you get them now, and I guess you've got to wait.
Right.
That is pretty much what I think I read. That if you're not an Elite subscriber, you got to wait.
And everybody that's playing that game on console is so starved for something that is not the same shit that they'll buy anything that's fed to them with a spoon. And then they get it and they're like, oh, it's the same shit.
Well, actually, I was thinking about that something like that yesterday. I'm thinking to myself about why I'm liking that game Tera, and it's also making me think of why a game like Skyrim did well. And is it because there's something about the game that makes you feel like you're doing something unique? So in Skyrim, there's so many different ways to approach the game and play it, that you do something, it's probably not going to be something that your friends did. Maybe somebody else in the world, but probably not someone you know. You're going to experience something different. And just like Tera, I'm playing a game in beta that no one else is really playing. So if that game were to be publicly released and everyone was playing it, would I have as much fun? And now, I don't even know where I was going with that point. Call of Duty Elite and the DLC. Well, the DLC comes out for everyone who's in beta, and everybody loves it, and then it comes out for everybody else, and then nobody cares anymore. So for a few people, it's special, and then the game sucks for the next 6 months.
The worst bit is these console players don't even realize they're getting raped.
No. And you look at you watch them play it. All they want to do is they want to play in the little kill box maps where they've got 36 people in a map that's designed for 8. It's that. What is that one that the bomb town
Shipment.
Or whatever it is?
No. Call of Duty 4 was Shipment, that container one that was 8x8.
Yeah, and there's in I don't know which Call of Duty it is, the bomb town one, where there's 2 houses and a couple garages and whatever. They pack people in there so that they can just spawn, throw grenades, shoot, run, die. Do it again. And they're doing that, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is so fun. No, it's not. That's not fun. That's just stupid. You're not showing any skills. There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And
that's the game that epitomizes unlocks.
The pat on the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you died! Here's an award. Oh, you killed someone! Here's an award.
Yeah.
You died as you killed someone! Here's 2 awards!
we're there's going to be a whole generation of people that can't do anything without a tiny little bit of oh, well done.
Oh,
you did well.
Dude.
Some people argue we're there already.
Yeah, I know.
We are there. Wait until you get into the workforce where you have to try and have or work with these
Oh, I already do.
Constant gratification is required, or else they're
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And they can't understand why they're not vice president when they're only 25 years old.
Oh, and that's
I've been
the job
working here a
that's
year.
the job
I
they're
should be
applying
promoted
for.
already.
That's the job they're applying
Yeah,
for.
seriously.
Okay.
Headless Chicken Game. Headless Chicken Game. That's an awesome name for a game studio. Headless Chicken Games.
That is a good name.
I like it.
Okay,
Right.
one more.
No, not
Down.
Yeah.
There is an article out here that says that inflated console prices are fueling the free-to-play growth. In other words, there's more free-to-play games because of the inflated console prices. And while I understand the argument that they're trying to say there, I'm not going to say it's true because most of the people playing free-to-play don't play it on a console. They play it on a PC. So that actually is a little bit of an... but the inflated cost of games themselves, sure, I mean, you want to go out and spend $70 on a game? Well, maybe if it's Star Wars. But if it's not...
like 60.
If it's not, I mean, really, that's a lot of money to be spending, and then also to have to spend something else on top of it, in some cases for some sort of a subscription or something like that. When can they turn around a game and get more people to play their game if it was free to install, and then they try and nickel and dime you with little bits and pieces here. Now, I'm not saying that they go in there and say, oh, you want extra XP for the day, you have to pay. No, I'm talking about maybe something else. Something that still keeps the game fair.
Aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
So you have things like new capes, in your case. Just stuff that you can buy that doesn't give you an advantage over over the other players.
Yeah, so it's always cosmetic.
Not like Team Fortress? Don't they do that?
Yeah, essentially. It doesn't give you... Team Fortress is a really good example because you buy stuff, but you still have to rely on your kind of skill to play it.
And the funny thing is if someone kills you, they can take that from you.
Yeah.
Not take
like
it, but they pick it up.
It.
Like they unlock it.
It's like your trophies for
but
killing
they'd
people.
never get any money out of me because I would never spend money on, a new hat. Like I just
Bullshit. Bullshit, because you got sucked into the same damn thing we did with Killing Floor.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I bought Killing Floor once, that was it.
Yeah, but then
they
came out with
$5 for it.
No, that was me that bought the extra,
that was you?
the skins.
Yeah.
That was me, yeah. But as I said, I was happy to pay the extra $2 or whatever just to give them those $2 because of the enjoyment the game's given.
True.
Yes.
It was like 10 quid on how if I had Steam on, I'd tell you how many hours we've been playing it.
And if somebody can go out there and raise $1 million for a game that isn't developed, how many people do you think are willing to support the developers by buying a custom outfit or a customized weapon of some sort just because it makes them look cooler? And then it makes them unique and gives them something that not everyone else has and makes the game special.
See, I would spend, if you played the game and earned points and you could spend your points on that stuff, I would do that, but I would never spend actual money on stuff like that. I would spend it on, new maps. Mm-hmm. If you had to, pay to buy expansion packs and stuff like that, that I would do. Because to me, that's actual gameplay, but...
Yeah, but the problem with that is that then they get that idea in their head that they're releasing DLC, which is what you're talking about there. Mm-hmm. And they overinflate the price. Call of Duty is a prime example of that, where they're like, you know what? We're giving you the same maps that we produced back in 2005 when the first game was out. We just put some different textures on them, and you'll like them, and you'll pay for them.
That's the worst thing because you can with that as well. They took away the mod tools, so they took away our ability to port maps over,
right?
So that they could charge people for it.
Well, Battlefield does it, and they don't hide the shame in it. Here's a bunch of maps that we made with with Battlefield 2, however many years ago. We didn't change anything. Enjoy. Oh,
but I'd like
cautious.
Yeah. Well, unless you bought the limited edition, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Which I didn't, so I had to pay extra. But I didn't play Battlefield 2, so those maps are new to me, so it was all good.
And I think Skyrim's going to turn around and and do a little bit better than all these other people who aren't releasing the tools, because they release tools to make so that people can start making content for it, and they thereby advertise the game further, making it seem interesting, giving it more life, and more people will probably buy the game as a result.
It's the butterfly effect of gaming.
I would like to see actual statistics.
The mod effect.
I would like to see actual statistics come out of Bethesda regarding that to see if it is true or not. I don't know. This is an assumption I have to make because I haven't done it myself. It makes sense.
It's true to us though, is it not?
Yes. No, I will go out and buy.
You mod a game, and we tend to support games that support modding. And not just because they support modding. Typically, that ends up prolonging the shelf life of a game. And
right, and gives you people to work with. How many people work there at Activision now on these games? Because of the mod tools.
Yeah.
Truly.
All of them, I think.
Yeah. I mean, how many people are still playing Call of Duty and UO?
The original ones.
Yeah. Right. I know there's still quite a large amount of people making maps and making mods for those games.
UO still has a ton of, like a very, very strong community following. I don't think they're getting any new sales out of it.
But the point is, they're still playing it.
Yeah. But that's we've said it before. Companies don't want that anymore. They want that little fucking piece of shit flash in the pan that you're going to forget about in, 2 weeks.
A year. No, a year, because then you buy the next one.
Well, not even. Take a look at take a look at what was that Vacation Zombie Island one that we were playing there?
Dead Island.
Dead Island.
Which I never finished.
It was good-ish, but
it was goodish. Yeah.
It kind of.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you describe that game? Meh.
Yeah. That's usually my thing. Well, what do you reckon to that game? Yeah.
I didn't finish it, and usually that drives me nuts. I like to finish games, but I don't think I'll ever go back to finish that one.
No, but was it worth the money? I think it was.
Yeah, I think we got enough enjoyment out of it, and it was nice co-op play.
Which means you don't have to finish the game to enjoy it.
Yeah. I like the co-op crossover that one had. That was I actually thought that was a good feature where you could play with your friends or you could play with random people that were in the exact same area as you without affecting negatively your entire quest that you were on. So it was a good incorporation in that sense. But I honestly I'm getting kind of tired of killing zombies.
Yeah. I think that's probably why, because I mean, I've never been a fan of MMOs, but I mean, take the Star Wars bit out of it, but why I'm kind of enjoying Star Wars because it's something that I've never used to play, or it's different to me.
I'm not going to say that's why. It's because it's Star Wars.
Oh, it's because it's Star Wars, yeah. Yeah. Definitely, without a doubt. But add a little bit onto that, it's like, I'm not...
The level appetitis bug.
Yeah. Because then it begs the question: well, would I be playing it if it wasn't Star Wars? And
probably not.
Probably no. Yeah.
Would you be playing if it was WoW?
No.
No.
Not even for a second.
And it's not the sci-fi, because if it was Star Trek with all the same features, you still wouldn't play it.
I don't know. I don't know if follow it.
Well, it's very, very similar to Guild Wars. And he hated Guild Wars, so it's got to be the Star Wars thing.
I think the reason I hate that is because I'm not a fan of the elves and the
right. But if it's droids and
but then
saber cats and whatever,
I'm a ridiculous Star Wars fan, so it could have been an empty box and I still would have bought it.
Take note, George Lucas.
Yeah, I know.
Coming soon, the limited edition
He's written
Star
down
Wars
Welshy's address.
Yeah.
No, he's done, isn't he? He said he's not doing any more Star Wars
stuff.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Because the nasty people keep making fun of him.
Yeah, because he fucked it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he has plenty more reasons to remaster something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, now we're getting them in 3D.
Yeah.
Probably not done raping Indiana Jones yet, so...
That's next, yeah.
Yeah.
There is actually going to be another Indiana Jones movie, isn't there?
He's got to get that done before old what's his face Harrison Ford there dies. Got to get another one on.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford should just start phoning it in soon.
Yeah, like he didn't
Harrison
phone in
Ford
the
is
last
so
one.
awesome, he could
Yeah.
just phone it in.
The funny thing was that they were going to CGI his whip in that last one. He's like, "Fuck you, you are. You do it, and I'm not in it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm using this fucking whip."
I like that movie just
Little
purely because
pussy
it was
Shia
all
LaBeouf.
the House of Ford's stunt double was in more scenes than he was in that movie. I love that. That was great.
Hey, Harrison Ford put his time in, man. He paid his dues.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
And back on topic.
Oh yeah, you know what? We did have one more thing in there. If you wanted to talk about that report from Blizzard, how they're filing an opposition to Valve's Dota trademark. In other words, they don't want Valve to be able to do a Dota game. And is that because Blizzard made the first one? I actually didn't have a chance to read this.
What I read out of that is that Valve is trying to trademark a mod of a Blizzard game.
Oh.
And it was a community mod. Because Dota's a mod for WoW, going back to the WoW thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now Valve is trying to trademark Dota 2. And so Blizzard's a little pissed off. Understandably.
Yeah.
Does Dota stand for something?
Yes, it does, and I forget. I always have to look it up each time. Yeah, I don't
Then
remember.
fair enough.
Dumb old something assholes.
Defense of the Ancients.
Thank you.
Okay. You're a WoW
Google
player,
is
aren't
my
you?
friend. No, Google's my friend.
You're a
Google is
closet
my
WoW
co-pilot.
player.
I think we should have
It's
ABXY
fine.
on the show because he knows more about this stuff than we do. Clearly.
Yeah.
Next week, special guests, ABXY.
Oh god.
I think I asked him once before, and he turned it
Hamming it up.
down.
He's always here. We should actually have him on to talk, see if he can talk.
I like
as well
when we
as
have
type.
special guests.
Talk as well as he types. I like that. Yeah, you
Okay.
can type the
You
type,
think
but
he's-
can you talk?
All
Do
right.
you think
Like-
he's special, like hockey helmet special? Like Sherpa special?
Hockey helmet. Oh God.
All right, let's get in contact with him here and get him on the show next week.
Ham, post your email in text there.
Oh yeah,
For everyone.
personal
And your
address
phone,
real
and your
full
home
name.
phone number.
and your sort code, and we're gonna need your PIN number as well.
And a credit card.
Yeah.
Might as well tell us
Oh,
your
and your mother's
Steam
maiden
log on
name.
and password.
Yeah,
too.
we'll need that. We might need that.
BioWare employee is going to ask you for your password.
It's all part of the initiation.
But I am serious. So, all right. Okay, we can wrap up this week. We got our show in. Anybody have anything else to bring up?
Mass Effect 3 demo on Tuesday for all platforms.
Nice.
You're gonna get to play single player and a couple of co-op missions.
Okay.
And you have to have
And
a
Origin.
deep-seated love for Origin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Download Origin so you can play a game and hate Origin like the rest of us.
Don't get left behind.
Don't be left behind. Don't be the only one on your block without Origin.
Don't be that guy.
Nobody likes him. He doesn't have Origin.
Oh, don't give EA ideas, please.
Okay, then I'll wrap things up. I guess I will, because I can see where this is going. Nowhere. I want to thank our host for taking the time out to chat today. Welshy, thank you very much for joining us and posting the show notes as we went along.
Hot
No problem.
pockets.
Okay.
That'll go all day now. Stryder, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's always an adventure.
GameKat, thank you very much for joining us today.
Anytime.
Okay, then, and finally, I want to thank you, twice, 3 times, the fans of MODSonair.com and the subscribing members of MODSonline.com for making this show possible. And until next week, everyone, get into some betas, play some games, and have fun.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@MODSonair.com. And please consider subscribing to MODSonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
That was good.
I got nothing new. Sorry.
Hot Pockets.
Oh, that's what that thing is. I tried to look. I didn't even realize that was over your screen. Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to do.
Emergency browsing?
It was. I was like,
need a closer.
I want a new closer. I was trying to look for a new closer. I was thinking of pulling out a Jinxism, but...
Aww.
You totally should have.